injured Falcon on the field. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down to the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Bennett's going to look to throw on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Penix. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Uzama. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
53, check 53. Silver, ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. They're going to need some damn.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
In motion goes McLeod. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second down. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McLeod, 61 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Brown the motion man right. Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rolling to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by... A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And running with power here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Throwing on 1st down is Penix. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and a yard, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Penix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 56 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, all I can do up here is just... my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
2nd and 14. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Robinson will try to pick it up. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throw left side. There's London. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Penix working out of the gun here. Down the field and complete to Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
so many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch for Bijan Robinson. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's Robinson showing the flash, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 3 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Well, Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that score.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They begin the drive with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That one deep for London. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Another shot for Penix on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A play fake. Now Penix. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
3rd and short yardage, Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons extend their lead yet again. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will not make it into the end zone. But a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their position.